Rosenberg, real late show on Hot Though. Yeah, the rest of y'all just watch for the Rosenberg, real late show on Hot Show. Come on.
This was a long time ago, so the show's midnight to 2 now.
Yeah, it's different now.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it's a long time. Listen, I'm from the beginning.
The beginning.
A1 since day one, God.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, he's here. The album entitled is out. Brooklyn's own, Coney Island's own, my man Torae.
Coney Island was popping.
Is in the Mickey Flicky building on a Sunday night in New York.
Facts.
Album's available now.
It's right. Before we get into album talk.
Okay, no album talk.
No, we're going to talk
No, but not yet.
Can I just commend your apparel today, sir? Heavy. Mage. I respect it.
You know, because I remember you're a Jordan jersey guy.
I respect the Jordan jersey.
And I felt like I just saw you in a picture in a Jordan jersey.
I did my album listening session that you did not make.
Right.
In a Jordan, in the 23. But
In the
you
23.
You went for the 4.5 today.
4.5 today.
You came back.
Came back on him.
With the
you know what I'm saying?
Ironically, I'm wearing all Knicks today.
Yeah.
We should be beefing.
Classic
right now.
beef right here. Yo,
right
Knicks
here.
are pretty good, man.
Knicks are pretty decent.
They're a decent squad.
Decent squad.
Now, is that hard for you? Now that you're like the voice of the Nets, and the Nets are just horrible.
No, it's not hard for me at all.
And
the check's still clear.
The check clear. So they're not running out of money. Prokhorov still's got cash.
No,
in the
they
bank.
still got bread over there.
Okay, good.
They stopped paying a couple bums, so yeah,
that's
hopefully
true.
they can save.
But
a couple
the Knicks
dollars.
are a decent team.
Yeah, we looking all right. I mean, we definitely still a few pieces away. I think we really need like a solid NBA point guard. But the Porzingis kid he has a hell of an upside, man. He's young. You know, I feel like he has a lot more basketball learning to do. But fundamentally, you know, he got the foundation down, and
you can't
teach that.
He has a thing, a scoring knack, and not only knack, a real interest in scoring.
Yeah.
Like,
he has a nose for the ball, they say.
Yeah, and like he wants to get a shot, and he will work for a shot.
Absolutely.
More so than you see a lot of big men, European big men doing. So it makes me think that when he really refines it,
it's gonna be ugly.
He might actually be like a 27-point kind of guy.
He could definitely be that guy.
Like that could be fun.
He's got nice little hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he got a good feel for the ball.
He needs to finish these dunks though.
Got to finish dunk. You know what I mean? He's young.
You can't brick dunks though. That's 3 of them I've seen he's bricked.
I feel like he might be a little intimidated by some of the guys.
But he's wide open when he misses the dunk. It's like he goes for the take. Nice take. Right to the rim. Jumps from pretty far out and then just clanks back iron.
It gets a little scary.
But then he'll hit the hardest turnaround jump shot with like a 3-move back and forth turnaround from 17 feet.
He's so much easier to watch than Lopez, though.
Oh, man. Yo, the 2 nights, like 4 or 5 nights ago, Lopez dropped 22 points.
Yeah.
Like things are actually working well for this team.
Doofball.
He is a doofball.
He's a doofball.
You've had to deal with lots of Lopez's.
Yo, I had to deal with a lot of doofballs on this team.
There's a lot of...
Starting from Chris Dudley.
But listen, nice little. They're getting it together a little bit. So, anyways, Torae's in the building. Fun weekend. A little bit of snow. A little bit of NFL football. This is the weather when it's time to settle in.
Yeah, this is
with that music.
Down. Yeah, this
you know what I'm saying?
Get you a good album. Get you a little thick something with a fatty.
And listen to some music. So
absolutely.
So how do you feel about this, man? How long has it been since you dropped an album? This one you worked for, like the last time you were here, you were promoting
the Kickstarter.
I was
pumping the Kickstarter.
And it worked. You got it.
It worked, yes. We got a nice ripe $10,000. Thank you for everybody who contributed to the Kickstarter. I appreciate you all.
And so you were able to get the album done.
Right.
And now it's out. And are you how do you feel about how the whole thing turned out?
I think it's dope, man. I think musically it's dope. I love the creative space I'm in. And the feedback has been phenomenal. You know, like when you put a record out, it's been 4 years since I did a solo. And when you put a record out, you're vulnerable. You know, I think Erica put it best. I'm sensitive about my ish. And so, you know, I think those first few hours, you just like for me anyway, you're just waiting to see what people think. And you know, the feedback and everything that I've heard from the people, you know, with the exception of, I would say I got 3 negative things out of like 300. So, I mean, I was never a math major.
Who was hitting you with the negative? A review, you mean, or?
You know what? I got to really...
You talking about tweets. You like finding random stray
No, it's
tweets.
about the people, though. It's more so about the people than a review or a critique, because their job is to find something that they don't like.
So you actually get bothered when you get the random tweet?
Because I care about the people. I care about what the people think. The people are the one. Listen, the guy who's reviewing it for XYZ magazine or whatever got a free copy from my PR. Like, that's not a fan per se. I care about the people that I made the record for, what they think, how they feel about it. So, you know, those that matters more to me than 5 mics or 5 stars or whatever.
If you're listening right now and you support great music, I would love for you to go cop the album right now. When you do, hit me on Twitter, Rosenberg Radio. Tell me what you think. If you love the album, I'll tell Torae. If you hate it, I'm going to tell him that too.
Yeah, tell me. You can tell me yourself at Torae. Twitter, Instagram.
At Torae.
Come to the block.
But I do like knowing when our listeners, the people who stay up late and support, I like when they tell me like, oh yeah, you know what, I heard an interview and then I actually went out and did something about it and supported the you know, because a lot of us talk, but do we act? We need the action. We need people to take action. I think that's my biggest like gripe with some of the hip hop fans is that they'll talk, especially I think my demo. They talk, they complain, this and this and that, but then they don't take action. And really, you have the power to support what you like, what you think is dope, and help those artists, you know what I'm saying, be successful. But you rather just talk your ish. And first of all, you hear things that are just wrong. Isn't it hard for you? You must be in the same position because you do a show now every day, the tour guide on Hip Hop Nation.
Right.
So you're playing new music.
Right.
And we live in a world where we know a lot of underground and real New York heads who just feel that all new hip hop is trash.
Right.
And they come to you and they're like, yo, how do you even deal with it? Everything sucks. And you have to kind of be like, I kind of like some stuff.
I don't think everything sucks. I think some of the stuff is all right.
Yeah, there's some artists that I'm sure there's some songs you play on your show that a lot of the people you know from Coney Island would be like, yo, they must force you to play that. That's trash. And you're like, I don't know. I don't mind that song.
Certain song, right. Certain stuff. I think everything in moderation, Pete. That's what it is, man. I think there was always really great songs. I think there were always bad songs. And I feel like all of those songs had a place. You know, some people were not a fan of the Vanilla Ice Hammer thing, right? But it had a place. Some people aren't a fan of, you know, maybe a Young Thug or I don't know, a Future or something like that, but it has a place. But I feel like the balance that is not there is what people really are griping about because they don't have the yin to that yang, and they're not hearing it on a mainstream level.
It's interesting though because I just feel like people get an idea in their head of what they're supposed to like or dislike.
1,000%.
And then they don't listen anymore.
1,000%.
Because like to me, you know, I'm as born and raised a backpacker as you can get. Absolutely. As anyone else, it's all I knew.
Right.
But like, it doesn't change the fact that when I first heard this song, you can musically hear it and go, oh, well, that beat's pretty tight.
Yeah, it's about to be something.
Like, hold on, what is this? Hold on.
So you just gotta, you know what I mean?
Hey, like you don't like that at all?
Gotta bounce.
Like, I don't understand. You know, the first one for Future that really did it that I was like, I don't know how to not like this song, was this one.
Real dealers for real.
This was hard.
Yo, I don't know if you've maybe a lot of backpackers have like, and I don't go to clubs often, but maybe like they've never been. Because if you're in a club,
there's no way,
and you're having a little beverage,
there's some joints in there,
and there's some chicks.
Hey, move that, hey, move that.
There are people right now being like, "Is this Rosenberg?"
I wish I knew how to Millie Rock. I would Millie Rock. You can Millie Rock. I could dab to it though.
Yo, Millie Rock feels pretty good too. I gotta be honest with you.
I'm not mad at it. Like,
man. And the funny thing about Millie Rock's an interesting record, kind of, because when you really think about it, from a beat standpoint, it's not like, I'm not saying it's traditional in any way, but it's not soft.
Nah, it's not soft
at all.
It's not soft.
This
is what the kids are doing. I was listening to Hot the other night. I was driving home from somewhere. It was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. You guys were broadcasting live from some
the club last Friday, whatever. Yeah.
Yo, and it was ringing. It was ringing, and it instantly took me back to when I was a kid in the clubs. And you know, like when they played the Panda record. That was the first time I heard it. I was like, that is a zoo. No pun intended. I was like, that is a zoo. And those kids are in there losing their mind.
And you could just sense it.
And I remember when I was a kid in the clubs losing my mind over our records. And there was probably some guy in the car driving home like, what the hell is this? You know, but
same
I get
experience.
it. I understand it. It's the same experience. Like, you got to let the youth have their thing.
Yeah, it was just funny that people lose such sight of it, right? Like, you guys think that when this came out, I'm gonna play a song right now. You guys think that when this came out, every person who ever liked hip hop understood it?
Well, Jesus Christ.
So now we hear this and we go, this is the epitome of what it's about.
This is it right here.
You don't think at the time the cats from the late 70s and early 80s?
It's like, what is this? Why are they shouting?
Why are they yelling? It's so violent.
What are they gonna yap?
Yeah, exactly. And y'all are acting like this was all like a positive kumbaya music.
Right. You know what else is a real big thing was like that whole Rough Riders movement, like the Swiss beat sound, and the purists hated on that too.
Oh yeah.
They didn't like that sound, they didn't like that feel. It wasn't boom bap, it wasn't hip hop. But now you go back 20 years and you're
totally
like, yo,
different.
that was yo, give me Money Cash Hoes right now.
That's so funny that you say that because I always point that out too. Like, and I personally hated on Swizz a little bit. Like there was times when I just thought Swizz's the keyboard thing to me, I couldn't believe it. Like I just didn't understand it.
Right, because we came from a certain
and then you look
feel
back and you were to
sound.
tell someone that this isn't tight.
Ringing.
At the moment, there are people like, this is so simple. All he's doing is
Absolutely.
using demos and all he's using is keyboards. And now you can't tell me you don't consider this
We
a
was
classic.
doing all that, but guess what? Hey yo, regardless the rain or snow, sleet
or
or
hail,
hail, I kick street tails, choking like I'm Spreewell, Golden State, holding your fate in the palm of my hand, blow you away like it was part of the plan. Gotta talk it how I see it, walk it like I be it.
This joint
Walk
right
in my
here?
walk, thugged out, orthopedic, cause I'm soon to be up. Give me room, watch me heat up. Tried to stick me like Abdul.
Now I will tell you one moment that surprised me with Swiss. Oh no, this is one of the most shocking moments in hip hop ever. Don't you think it was shocking when DJ Scratch produced this and didn't know about it?
Because you thought it was Swiss, because he was talking all over it.
Right. So first of all, you thought this was Swiss, but it wasn't.
Then you found out it was Scratch.
Then you find out it was Scratch, and you go, how does Scratch not know that Diamond D already flipped this beat?
He just killed it though.
And then Scratch explained it and was like, when that record came out, I was on tour with EPMD. And at that time, when I was on tour with EPMD,
That's all
I
he was
wasn't
doing.
listening to
Right.
album
So,
cuts.
yeah.
I might hear singles.
Right.
But this was a Diamond D album cut.
So good.
And yeah, so fantastic. But he's like, I didn't even know. By the way, if you're just tuning in right now, my man Torae is here. His album Entitled is out right this very minute. And we're going to play more joints in a second. We just ended up talking hip hop because it's kind of what we tend to do.
It's good,
This
man. Good
Diamond D
conversation.
joint.
Yo, if you don't got studs, blunts, and hip hop,
What?
what is your life about?
What is your life?
Nothing.
Some of these beats right here.
You know what, Pete? Best. I'm gonna flip the script.
All right.
Best producer on the mic.
You asking?
I'm asking.
I mean, hold on, let me just play a couple joints, get my mind right.
Get
Hold
your
on.
mind right. Just get your zone. Oh, jeez.
Turn it up. Yo, could you fix the station?
Watch me get up.
I missed a curse there. Let's see. Ooh, remember this one? This one too.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, hold up.
Great story on this song too. Oh,
Oh, he tells a great story in that
damn
song.
it, Sally. There's a lot of Sallys out there.
A lot of salads. This isn't
Modern
Sally.
day. Oh no, this is. Oh, yo, with the
Sorry.
verbs. So what you heard. So what you heard.
It's very tough, actually. Let me think. Best producer on the mic. I really love Diamond D. I really, really did. I love Pete Rock. Let's see. Let me hold on. No one get upset here because we're having a real conversation. It's gonna take a second. Because you already have an answer, I'm guessing.
I don't. I'm asking you. It just happened in conversation. I mean, we got Dilla. We got.
Taking my time.
We got
getting there.
Ye. We got Black Milk. You know.
Remember this, Pete Rock? Hold up.
We got Kev Brown.
That's right.
Oh, jeez. Wait.
Ooh, y'all hear what time that is, New York?
Jeez Louise. Jefferson.
Pete's amazing, but I'm gonna tell you, for me,
That
it's
Soul Brother's so crazy.
Soul Brother's so crazy. I think when it comes to actual pure rapping, I think the best two of all time are
Puffy and Dre.
Puffy, of course. No, this cat right here.
Yeah, real Sony.
So I'd say that. I would say he's tied with this guy. I just think, it's not that Kanye is a perfect MC in any way. He's not the illest MC, but you're talking about the combination.
Right,
So
right.
the level to which he could get to with beats
Right.
and the level to which he could get to at rhymes, right? Like, because he's one of the greatest producers of all time.
Hands down, easy.
You know, and like Diamond D, for example, I love Diamond D. Diamond D's body of work isn't nearly as big.
Right.
And Diamond, though he was a really good, solid rapper,
He was a pretty good rapper.
he didn't make hit rap songs. Kanye has made hit rap songs in which he raps pretty good.
I mean, he's wigging on No More Parties in L.A. Wigging. He's wigging on that record,
Yo,
B.
we're gonna play
But
that
you
in a
have
minute.
to, because Kendrick is on it, and he's gonna wig.
And by the way, he's not bad on this either.
Yeah. No, this is the Ye I was listening for.
Yeah. Torae is still in the building.
Yes, and my name is Torae. A lot of people ask me, what's your real name? What you just called me?
That's
Torae.
your name.
That's my name.
By the way, congratulations. 2-segment. That's your new name. It's going to be 2-segment tour.
2-segment tour.
Because you now are onto your second segment here on Real Late. This is kind of crazy.
This is kind of crazy.
This is what's happening, man.
8 years in the make. Pete, I put Daily Conversation out in 2008. You came to the city in what? 07?
Yeah.
8? 07, right? So our relationship is 8-9 years at this point, dog.
Because, you really are in the first run of rappers I knew.
Early.
Talking about...
Now I can't get on the Peter Palooza, but that's another story for another day.
No, not too late. Well, have I put you on some before, though, right? Have I
Put me on ish.
No Peter Paloozas.
Nothing.
Damn.
It's cool.
It's messed up. What about Who's Next, though? We definitely done Who's Next.
We've done Who's Next. I wanna say rest in peace. I feel like that was his name escapes me. Who was doing the Who's Next is here. That passed away.
This year?
No.
When we
passed away a few years ago.
And you guys did it together?
Who was putting together the Who's Next?
Oh, Chris Nadler.
Chris.
Yes,
Chris.
of course.
Absolutely. Rest
Of course,
in
the
peace,
great Chris Nadler.
Yeah.
Now, we need to do another show.
Do something.
I'm not gonna lie, man. This Peter Palooza's gotten tough, though. I'm kind of commercial now.
It's kind of big. It's kind of big.
It's kind of commercial.
I might have to open.
Because
the doors.
Because last year, who opened? Last year, I don't even remember who opened. We were already.
Nah, it'd be crazy. I pulled up last year just to support.
Pull up. I'm starting to work on it right now. I'm thinking about who makes sense. I'd love to get this guy.
That'd be nice.
But I'm not counting on that because I think there's going to be a TDE World Tour this summer. That's what I've heard.
With all the guys?
That's what I'm hearing.
That's good.
A TDE World Tour. So
they need that.
Yeah, that would be very cool. So that could be happening. So he might be tough. I have some fantasy booking I'd like to do. You know what my fantasy is?
What's your fantasy?
Tribe.
Good luck.
That's I tried once before.
I mean, when they were up
Didn't
here
work.
though, they pretty much said like, no sir.
They said they want to do shows.
Well, because somebody wasn't there.
Somebody wasn't there to answer also.
The guy who usually says no sir.
And he's the guy who I need to get to say yes sir.
Yeah,
if he
he's the
says yes sir,
one.
it's on.
Right.
Ironically, he's the one I know the best. So we'll see. So Tribe would be amazing. I would love that. Childish Gambino has never done it.
He got a new show coming, TV show.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah. Did you see the meme? We got like his suit on and his like full face, face full of hair, and they call him Mature Gambino.
Was it
funny.
Was it just it was just a joke, Bean?
No, it was just a joke.
Okay.
It was just him like looking real grown up, and it was like this Mature Gambino now.
Man, Childish Gambino is a really interesting dude. He's one of the only like famous people that I am friends with who is kind of like, this is gonna sound the wrong way because I love him, but he's like a real famous person in that like it gets to him, so as a result he can kind of disappear. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like he's
absolutely.
overwhelmed.
Right,
I think he's honest about that. I don't think he like straight. You can listen to his music and hear that he's like, this is a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with.
And he's one of those artists who affects young people a lot. So like young people are spastic about meeting him. I've seen it many times. Like there's levels to it, right? Like Logic, people love Logic.
Right.
Young people really love Logic. Huge fans. They scream. Donald, what he talks about, it's the way J. Cole is to a certain extent. Though I relate to Donald's music more for whatever reason. It's
Interesting.
Meaning that the life lessons affect the listener a lot. Now I have a weird relationship with J. Cole's music because I think he's one of the illest rappers, and I love that he's one of the guys. Hip hop is in his hands. He's one of those guys.
Right, absolutely.
I'm thankful for that.
Absolutely.
But there's something about what makes him very appealing to young people makes him not resonate with me personally the same way. I didn't need to hear about his wet dreams.
First time?
Nah.
You good?
Like
You cool
I'm
on that?
like I'm way older than you. Like when I had sex, you were like being born. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I could almost be your dad. So so I think for kids, they're like, yo, I identify so much.
Right. You know who taught me those lessons? NWA.
Well,
Is who I learned from.
Yeah, that's the thing. Kids have it way better with J. Cole. Let's just be honest. We were getting, Talk Like Sex from Cool G Rap. Now listen, it was a life lesson, no doubt.
I still wipe my on the curtain sometimes.
Sometimes you use the curtain. Yo, you've gotten your talk edit game really on point. Anyways, guys, Torae is here. His album Entitled is out right now. You collabed with Mac Wilds.
Yeah, Mac's on it.
You guys did a movie together.
Well, he did a movie, and then I just showed up.
Were you in it?
Yeah, I was in it.
They showed you though.
I was in it. Yeah, no, I had a good 3 minutes. Like I was in it to the point that people stopped me on the street. Like
really?
I was in it. Yeah.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah. I'm fake famous. It's cool. Like what bothered me was that where I live, the condos that I live in, they went up in the 80s, right? And so everybody who's in there are people who bought initially. So they're older people. So one thing I don't have to worry about is my neighbors recognizing me, and not so much for me, but for my family or whatever, because I'm fake famous again. So I'm going in the crib a couple days after the breaks airs, and the guy who lives in the condo on top of mine was like, "Hey man, I caught you in that movie last night." And I was like, "Dog, why do you, that's not even your demographic. Like, why were you watching that?" And then the security guard at Sirius the other night, I was in there, I was leaving 3 a.m. Never saw him before. He's like the overnight shift or whatever. He stops me. We have a 10-minute conversation about why it needs to continue and go on. So definitely,
they reached some people.
Definitely saw enough of me in the joint to to recognize it's me.
You are a rapper
by trade.
And I feel like I could easily pull your card and say yo, you want to rap? And you kind of have to say yes.
Gotta rap. I mean, who comes to the radio not ready to rap?
People. So
Actors.
We're gonna close out here by playing one of your songs.
Okay.
But before we do that, if I play a beat, right?
Right. Woo.
Could you be inspired for New York City on a Sunday night, a brisk, cold winter Sunday night? Let the people live.
Yeah. Okay. Only because it's you, Pete.
Thank you, man. I appreciate this. What up, Deanie?
Look. Okay. I knew the drums was coming right there, but
it's still changed. It's still
gotta wait, though. Okay. Let's get it. Torae, Coney Island was popping. Look. The second coming, the dumb and it's humming through your monitor. Mama named me Torae Carr, never know Monica. Take my verses personal as Monica. Yeah, I gave him life for a week, thought it was Hanukkah. Blue Yankee, my yarmulke, known to ride the rhythm like a Yamaha. Willie with your bitty, pop the clutch and then I'm popping her. Told you she a rider, huh? That just means she riding us. Metro card in the box, run a train, she riding bus. Who wanna collide with us? It's obviously obvious, up north won the Civil War. It's better to side with us, McFadden and Whitehead itch. It ain't no stopping us. On the freeway with the Mac, the state propping us. It's bleak if I jig and dash. It ain't no rocking us. Ready to die, sky's the limit. That big popping us. Poetic justice got me the juice. That's that pocking us. Make you a believer, then lead you to make a lot with us. Late night Rosenberg. It's what we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Torae.
Facts.
He has bars.
Facts.
You just heard that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, support the album. Hit me on Twitter, Rosenberg Radio. You can hit him on Twitter or Instagram at Torae.
Torae.
Thank you for coming by, man.
Thank you for having me, sir.
You kind of have a permanent subscription to come by at this point, you know?
I appreciate it.
We'll wait for the next album. Coney Island Stand Up. It's real late on Hot 97.